If anybody's curious what the title screen looks like after you've started a game, it looks like this. So now you know. I just can't get the image I saw at police headquarters out of my mind. The person who shot me tonight is the last person in the world I want to believe did it. Now I'm here at the place she and I agreed to meet, the restaurant the police were staking out as Point X. But when I got here, I found the place in ruins. Oh, this is where that stakeout was looking at, isn't it? Whoa, what in the world happened here? It's that chicken that the guy had a picture of in his cell, the curry man. Well, as for what happened here, I'd say clearly a guy drove through the wall. Or the window. Oh, the heavens, what do I do? If I had known something like this would happen, I would have paid the poor child more. I would have cooked more chicken for her. I would have sung to her as much as she liked until she'd had her fill. Actually, about the singing, she did tell me she'd had her fill a time or two. The chef seems to be in quite a panic. Well, anyway, at least it doesn't look like the waitress is dead. That girl he's saying was hurt. I hope that wasn't... What was her name? Lynn's roommate? Man, it's been a while. I want to say it's Katrina, but that's not it. Someone here is dead, though. That person who drove through the window. Wait, what? Wait! She was crushed under the chicken? Look at me! I'm dead! What took you so long? Well, that's one way to greet a guy. What happened here? Hey, how should I know? I'm the victim. Is it just my imagination, or is she getting more and more brazen every time she dies? Oh, that's because I'm a detective. Have to be tough, you know. Well, and? How'd it go? Did you check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99? Yeah, just like I promised. Actually, I have a few things I want to ask you about, too. Sure, we agreed to use each other after all, right? Okay, let's swap info then. I feel like we should bring up the murder last. But I was expecting it would turn out that he had attacked Lynn or something. That he was the bad guy. Which is still possible. I mean, unless Lynn is putting on a really elaborate act, including up to and involving, you know, feigning her personality after being dead, then I would say that, there's some other reason for what's going on here. The police were staking out this restaurant tonight. They called it Point X. Point X, huh? That's a good name for this place. That white-suited inspector was surprised to find you out just casually, you know, waltzing in here. Inspector Cabanella? What in the world made you pick this place anyway? I guess I'd have to say, because of you. Me? Huh? Do you remember that note I found? Yeah, I remember. That's a note that I didn't get a chance to read. It had a place and a time written on it. The Chicken Kitchen, 10 o'clock. In other words, I was supposed to meet somebody here tonight. Yep, apparently so. I just had to get that information you were going to give to me. That's why I came here. It was the only lead I had left. And this here is Point X. So that must mean the mark the police were waiting for was me. Well, then how didn't they recognize your corpse when they found it? Well, I suppose Cabanela did. Just like you said, each prisoner had a little blackboard in his cell. But the thing is, there wasn't anything written on prisoner D99's blackboard. It was blank. What? I guess maybe it means his schedule for tomorrow hasn't been decided yet. Blank? Blank? No! Huh? Didn't think she'd lose it over a blank blackboard. How come you're so upset about an undecided work schedule? I get the feeling that, back when I was alive, I never had much of a schedule to worry about myself. Do you know what it means when a prisoner doesn't have a schedule for the next day? Huh? It means something? It doesn't mean he doesn't have work to do. It's more like he can't work. And that's because he's going to be executed. Executed? Exactly as I thought. It's strange that at an American prison, the staff would find an execution so out of the ordinary and, bizarre that they hated even addressing it as such in private conversation to each other, but... Do you know what prisoner D99's crime was? I think so. They said something about him murdering his wife, right in front of a family member. That's what they say, but it's not true. He would never, Detective Jowd would never do anything like that. And the death penalty hasn't been enforced in this country for a very long time. Oh, well, that's why. Not for decades. Even if the prisoner wants it, like in this case. The prisoner wants it? There's definitely something else going on with this case. I just know it. And I have to find out what. And if his work schedule is blank for tomorrow, I have to do it right now. So this prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, he must be connected to me in some way too. After all, he obviously knows me. On my way here, I stopped by the Chief of Police's office. Oh, it was just on your way, was it? And while I was there, I saw who did it. I saw my murderer. You saw him? Where? How? Not him. Her. There was a security camera set up there at the junkyard where I got shot. The security tape showed the person who shot me. It was you. No way. You're kidding, right? What do you have to say for yourself, detective? It wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. If I recall, this is what you said about who shot me. My memory just isn't clear on that part. So how can you say for sure that it wasn't you? Because I told you before. You were supposed to give me some information. Information, huh? Maybe that information was the reason you shot me. What? What do you mean? You said you had information on the case I'm looking into. So I would hardly shoot you before I even heard that information, right? I agree. That wouldn't make sense if it was before. Huh? But what if it was after you'd already gotten the information from me? I definitely told you something then. And whatever it was, it really shocked you. What did I tell you? I don't remember. I don't know. You've got to believe me. After you saved me, I thought I got all my memories back. But maybe I really didn't. You told me something? I can't remember that part at all. You got the information you wanted from me and then you shot me. Isn't that what happened? No, no, I didn't shoot you. Please tell me, what did you tell me that time? What did I learn from you? So, what are you going to do now? I mean, you fulfilled your goal, right? You found out who shot you. Are you going to get revenge? That'd be easy enough to do. All you have to do is not save me.
Is this the ending I was hoping for? Had I unraveled all the mysteries of me?
No, obviously not.
What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna save you, that's what.
You are?
I want to know everything. Who I was, why I was killed. And I'd like to know who those guys are, too. I want answers, and I'm gonna find them. But to do that, I'm gonna need your help.
Okay. I won't say thank you, not yet. And I won't say I'm sorry either. But I'll help see to it that you get your answers.
Good. Now, I think it's time to go back to the past. I can't leave you lying flattened under a huge chunk of chicken forever, after all.
Yeah, that's a pretty embarrassing way to go. Sissel, you're a very forgiving man. Although if I were in your position and, you know, understood how the afterlife worked, I think I would be too. The note said, the chicken kitchen, 10 o'clock. I wonder who that pointy-haired man was going to meet here. What's this? Here you go.
Uh-oh, they're hitmen, aren't they?
They got the blue skin anyway. Actually, that doctor had blue skin, didn't he? It's kind of strange. Where's my chicken? Can I eat that thing?
You're just going bigger and better with each new death, aren't you?
Leave me alone. Can I help it if I got tired of dying the usual ways?
But I'll say this. It was a death any detective could be proud of.
Huh? What makes you say that?
The way you'd save somebody else before dying yourself.
Oh, that waitress? The one with the chicken on her head?
The next time you put a chicken on your head, you should try one about the size of the waitress's.
I'll make a note of that for next time.
But anyway, if you hadn't tried to save that waitress, you'd still be alive.
I couldn't help it. You know, the detective thing and all. I wasn't able to save that poor van driver, though.
At that speed, he must have died instantly. Well, we can't let a heroic detective like you stay dead. The root of this whole disaster's clear. The only question is, how do I stop it?
Okay, let's get started. I have to say, Lynn, that really was very selfless, and you actually are extremely athletic. With that kind of agility, I mean, if only you'd flipped the other direction, you know? Let's see, we have a menu board, the sign holder, a ring. Oh, we can ring it. It's not a ring, it's a bell. We can ring it and draw the chef's attention. And there's the note she got from Sissel.
It's no use. I can't read what it says.
Let's see. Oh, hey. Now I remember what the sign says. If you'd like some water, please ring the bell 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, the waitress doesn't bring any water if you only ring the bell once. She said, those are the rules, apparently. I said, apparently? What do you mean, apparently? Don't you work here?
Quite a stickler for the details, this detective.
Huh. That is a strange rule. You know, I guess if the death penalty isn't used, they're probably somewhere in Europe, actually. So yeah, maybe they are somewhere in, like, you know, Scandinavia. You rang? Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. Oh, okay. I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kinda like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. Oh, okay. That's alright then. You know, they have really similar faces. But the chef is the one who makes the chicken. No sense in harassing me about it, right? Just keep that in mind, Kay? Odd girl?
I agree.
Me too. Get it? Because she already said it? Yeah, we can't get over there, so all we can do is keep ringing the bell. It's 3 times for water, right? You rang? Huh? What? But no, we need to ring it 3 times for water, right? I guess I need to do it rapidly in a row. I mean, that, would make sense. So, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. You want more water? Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't ring the bell. And what's with the more water bit? Oh, well, come on. This is your 3rd glass. Oh, okay. I get it. This was a little dig, wasn't it? Kinda like, hey, where's my food, right? No, not at all. Besides, I didn't ring it. But I would like to see you bring me my chicken soon. Duly noted. In the meantime, enjoy a nice glass of water. Or 3, as the case may be. You know, I gotta say, a chicken restaurant sounds disgusting to me, but if that's all we got, I mean, I'll deal with it. Look at the bartender's hair! I'll say it again, the hairspray sales in this town must be off the charts.
This is one big trunk. Seems pretty heavy, too.
It's very suspicious. And red. Hey, let's see what's in it.
Sorry, but that's not possible. It's locked.
Darn, I wanted to see what's inside. And these two are about as suspicious as they come. Ugh, look at his hairspray city.
So what do you think, my dear beauty? Do you really think we can trust this deal?
Who knows? It's not our job to think about that. I can't do a much more sultry lady voice, I'm sorry. Or femme fatale, I guess. But those incidents did happen in this country, just as he predicted.
Yes, and they were pretty amusing too, weren't they? That fellow who sang out national secrets during a live TV broadcast.
And the man who laid siege to the Metro Police Department, taking the top dog hostage.
But what if he double-crosses us? It wouldn't be pretty.
No. He needs this deal too. And we've accepted all his conditions as well.
Yes, and thanks to that, we have to be here on this little extra assignment. But as long as I'm paired up with you, beauty, I don't mind.
How do these two... How do they know about the cases at the special prison?
Special prison?
The guy who sang national secrets? The man who held siege to Metro Police? Those cases are classified information.
I've heard about both those cases, and recently too.
The perpetrators in those cases are being held at a special facility. That's what the special prison is. but it's not known about by the general public.
So, prisoner D99, Detective Jowd, is one of these special cases too, huh? These two are talking about the very same cases I heard about just tonight. That couldn't be just coincidence, could it?
Well, in real world, yes, but this is a written story, so... What is it, Beauty? Why don't we move to a different spot? That table in the back looks good.
Now you're talking, Beauty, my dear. Just what I've been waiting for. A quiet, secluded spot, just the two of us? I wouldn't object to that.
All of a sudden, I get this feeling somebody's eavesdropping. My sixth sense is very strong, you know. Maybe it's the barkeep?
That's all right, my dear. You don't have to make excuses. Off we go, across the bridge of poultry to the land of love.
He's carrying the chicken over his head like that? Well, it's clear who wears the pants in this relationship, so to speak, and it's not the woman, or... It's the woman. It's not the one in trousers is the point, because she's wearing a skirt. What just happened? Did she sense we were here?
What, with her sixth sense?
But, you know, I have some pretty amazing powers myself.
Yeah? Like what?
Like if there's chicken nearby, I can tell right away.
That's called a sense of smell. But anyway, at least the situation's changed a little bit now.
Not sure how that counts as changing fate, but, I don't believe in a sixth sense. It's not scientific. I thought earlier you said you weren't too fond of science.
Says the ghost.
But come to think of it, we've been left behind, haven't we? Well, if there are ghosts in this existence, it's not because it's unscientific, it's because there isn't any evidence of them yet. Now, there's ample evidence we've seen here, so as a science-minded man, I have to say that clearly, ghosts are real, in Ghost Trick, at least. If I saw the number of things happening that were going on that this ghost is causing here, I would say that this can't just be an occasional oddity. This is obviously a sign of something else. Not necessarily ghosts, but that's one way to go. Now, in fact, if you were a scientist and you died and you met, Sissel and all this, you come back from that and you have to think that this could very well, you probably think it's a hallucination, but it could very well, if you'd conferred with all these people who saw the same guy on the same night and with the same story, etc., obviously something else would be going on there. And that sort of thinking, I mean, it's all about empirical evidence. It's not inherently unscientific. I'm sorry, Sissel, you don't remember things too clearly, and I don't think you were a scientist anyway, so...
Looks that way.
Not having legs is even more inconvenient than I thought it would be. But what are we gonna do now? They're all the way over there. I'm telling you, we'd better shake a leg or we're gonna miss what they're saying.
It'd be pretty hard to shake a leg not having legs at all. They're still talking about something.
I want to hear.
Me too.
Well, can't we hear from any side of the room, actually? Isn't it a matter of just clicking the speech bubble? Anyway, what do we got here? We got a glass, bottle dispenser, and ring. Probably makes sense to ring 3 times then. Or not. Wait, she can hear it from down there? Must be attached to some kind of speaker system then. You rang? Oh, I get it. You saw that couple over there and you started to get lonely, right? And so you decided to call me. Aw, that's so sweet.
Forgive me, but I didn't ring for anybody.
What?
Now, could you not stand in my light, please? I can't see my glass properly.
I've been working here for 2 days, and I've been waiting this whole time for you to notice me. Now, would you stop trying to shake me up and just stick to shaking cocktails? I see. We need to mix a drink, like pour a drink out while she's up here, so it's like, oh, you're pouring a drink for me. She has a surprisingly short career with this place. Yeah, she seems really sort of into this, you know? Well, let's try this again. Yeah, you know, she's a really enthusiastic employee for having been here so shortly. Are there any places in real life with the, like, roller skating waitresses? Probably, but I feel like it's more of an old-fashioned thing. You might expect it in an American diner in the 70s or 60s or something. Oh, you just broke that glass, just like you did my heart.
A broken glass can never be put back the way it was. Just leave it there.
You can't just leave it. Somebody might get hurt. Doesn't this trunk belong to that couple over there?
The only things we allow customers to lose here are their cares. Miss, please go and let them know about the trunk if you would be so kind.
How gallant of you. I might just fall for you, you know. Just a real flirt, isn't she?
Odd girl. I agree.
Me too. Look at you, barkeep. You're no one to talk about, you know, someone else's. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Better than nothing, although the waitress is probably going to ask, why did you just ring the bell? I've been working here for 2 days, and I've had my eye on you the whole time. I think this might be my last night working here, though. It's been fun. Oh, it's one of those classic, you know, 2 days till retirement kind of cases. Although she didn't die. I guess she's leaving this place with her surprisingly short career intact. Look at this creep.
Of all the things to forget, would have been pretty bad if I forgot this.
I know he said it wouldn't have been pretty, but I gotta work with my mistakes. Jeez, what is in there? I wasn't kidding when they thought it was heavy earlier, were they? I mean, look at this. What? It's huge! It's probably full of guns. Here we are, finally.
I feel kind of bad about eavesdropping, though.
Not me. I mean, we just delivered their lost trunk to them after all. They owe us that much.
What kind of detective says something like that?
I don't know how this is going to help Lynn, but I think that whatever is up here, it'll be valuable. So what are they talking about? Nothing?
I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things.
With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match.
Ouch, that hurts, beauty.
But that's okay. That's what I love about you. Oh, you must be Beast, right? I mean, look how ugly this guy is. Gosh. That's what he loves about her?
I don't get it either. Now, where were we? Oh, right. Who to invite to the wedding. If we got married, that is. Of course.
We can talk about that when we're alone.
But aren't we alone now, beauty?
Huh? Do you think she senses our presence again? I spy a ladybug.
A ladybug?
I just hate little bugs. What? After all that trouble, it happened anyway?
It looks that way, yes. It's not over yet, though.
It's not? What are you talking about?
You're not dead yet.
No, but I'm going to be in just a few seconds.
But before that happens, maybe there's something we can do from here.
All I can say is these two are terrible. That woman's instant reaction to seeing a bug is to burn it to death with a lighter. What a monster! What can we do with a chicken bone, huh? Well, literally nothing. And is there anything we can do with the trunk?
This is one big trunk. Seems pretty heavy, too.
Yeah. And it's still locked, as I figured. Okay.
Oh, no you don't. No you don't. Shoot.
Well, I'm not gonna make you see your death again. You know, Lynn just needs to be a little more cognizant of her surroundings, because if she was, we wouldn't have this problem we keep having. Nah, they're not gonna notice the lamp swinging around suddenly. I mean, they're obviously bad people. I mean, they listen to what they've been talking about, the way they've been behaving, a suspicious red trunk. I tell you what, the people in this town are as whacked out as in Twin Peaks. You know, I mean, I don't get it, but I guess he's like a masochist or something. I mean, she does carry that stick around with her. It looks like that could be used for some kind of fetish thing. I always loved ladybugs growing up. When I was a kid, our house would be completely swarming with them. And, I learned to catch them, and I kept them in this cage. Although they normally eat aphids, I fed them maple syrup, and they lived a lot longer than they're expected to. So I guess they liked it. You know, I have to say, Lynn, you're pretty forgiving of... Like, I'm surprised at how little bothered you guys seem to be about the whole, you know... Lynn having been involved in killing you thing. I mean, maybe. We don't know for sure, of course. What can we do? Here we... Shoot. Here we go! We're gonna go in 2 layers deep. We're gonna stop that van from crashing to begin with.
Hello? Looks like he's unconscious.
I wonder how you'd be unconscious, though, if you're just a ghost. Hadn't really thought about that earlier. Excuse me, could you please wake up for a second, please?
Pushy as ever, this detective. One thing I've learned is that the newly dead stay unconscious for a little while at first.
Huh?
I was like that, and you were like that too.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway, if we restart the flow of time now, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't we try going back even further in time?
What? Even further? But how?
Simple. We go back 4 minutes before the death of this poor driver here.
You can do that?
I never tried it before, so I don't know how it'll go. But if we can erase the driver's death, that should erase your death too.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of any other way. Let's try it.
Oh, it's the guy they had do the stakeout.
That's Lynn, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence? And we just got an APB on her a little while ago. Something about an extremely important case, is extremely important witness, currently extremely on the run. Now what? Should I report this to Inspector Cabanella? They told us to stay off the radio unless it was an emergency, but I think I'd better call this in. Poor Lynn. Wonder what she did this time. Inspector Cabanella's pretty protective when it comes to Lynn. He'd want to know. What's the matter? All right, fine. This is Point X. Yes, sir. I'll go get her. Static's awful.
I can't believe I forgot the trunk of all things. With such a small body, you probably only have a small brain to match. Oh, that's why she thought she was being eavesdropped on. Ouch, that hurts, beauty, but that's okay. That's what I love about you.
What the heck is this?
I spy a ladybug.
A ladybug?
I just hate little bugs.
I can't hear very well.
If we prevent her from burning the bug... Wow, the van driver was a detective.
Looks like it. I noticed something though. That conversation he was listening to just before the crash. I remember hearing it before.
You're right. We just heard it a few minutes ago, didn't we?
Just after that conversation, the detective suddenly passed out. What happened, I wonder?
We already know the answer. We saw what happened at the restaurant. She burned up the ladybug. Sometimes, when a high-tech bug like that's destroyed, it emits a loud signal. Loud enough to knock a person out if they were listening to it on, through headphones.
So that's why the detective passed out, huh?
Bingo! Now let's stop it from happening. The bug was on their chicken. I feel like it'd be easier to stop in the restaurant, but...
Hey, this place. This is the place that white-suited inspector phoned tonight.
This is the parking lot of the park on the east side of town. It's been years.
You know this park?
Yeah, I used to play here a lot when I was little. But then, one day, I swore I'd never set foot in this park ever again.
Whoa, those are some really deep, dark feelings there. Wonder what happened.
Hold it! Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have a foot to set bit. It's just a figure of speech.
What kind of nitpicker do you think I am?
Also, wait a minute. Isn't she thinking about why she left the park? Couldn't you just read her mind? Because that's how you're communicating now? Anyway, whatever, let's get started.
Okay, let's do that. I won't press her about that other thing right now.
That's a really intimate, form of interaction, isn't it? Being able to just read somebody's mind like that. Oh.
What the?
Is he gonna come over here?
That's Lynn, our rookie detective. What's she doing at Point X? Could it be just a coincidence?
Yeah. So she's the extremely important case's witness, huh? Wow. They put out an APB on me.
Apparently they're calling you a fugitive.
Oh.
You naughty girl, you. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you upset.
A girl's heart's a very delicate thing, you know.
It's from the girl a giant chicken couldn't even kill.
It did kill me. True, actually. Surely this is gonna get his attention, right? I see is some sort of box of fast food in the back. Well, I just blew your steak out. But where's he? Oh, he's over there on the phone. Come to think of it, is there any way I could get over there to the phone? Nope. I don't think so. Who's the detective talking to?
Don't keep yelling at me about these things.
But they might be talking about something ridiculously important.
That's true, but still.
It might be the person who really shot you.
Now you're just throwing things out there. But in any case, it looks like it's too late to get to the phone now.
Darn, I think we missed our chance. Wow. Let's try again. What else can you do, right?
Right.
Darn, I already took too long, didn't I? It's kind of weird the way that Cabanela calls her, you know, his baby. Am I the only one who feels that way? This is like that game, isn't it? A game of chicken!
Sorry, but what's a game of chicken?
Sorry. I'd better choose my audience more carefully the next time I tell a joke.
Never mind that. We have to do something.
Gah! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, just thought I'd better do something.
Well, hurry up and put the seat back up.
I can't. It's too heavy. All I can do now is hope this guy has strong ab muscles.
Well, this didn't go as well as it could have.
Oops, that was my bad.
I get that you felt like you had to do something, but that?
Well, there really isn't much I can do once the van is moving. We should rethink this. Was there any other path before that? Guess I'd better rewind the clock again and see if I can pick up any other clues.
We're going deeper and deeper through time. Sissel might only have an evening to live, but theoretically, if he went to the right places, he could prolong his life indefinitely. You know, going to all the areas with different corpses, you know. Because he could just keep traveling through time over and over. Now here he notices Lynn. No reason to do that. What happened to that weird guy with the afro, anyway? Okay, now we can do this. Now, as for why we would do this, I don't know about that. Okay, now he's finally gonna do something about it. Turns it off. And now the... Oh, I see what we can do. We can put the binoculars on the seat so that he wants to pick them up when he sees them, and he just carries them with him to the phone. It's one of those things that a person would realistically do, even though there's not a practical reason to. Many things are like this in the world. Many things indeed. Okay, so here the detective, he sees Lynn, and is surprised to see her. For a rookie detective, though, she sure knows a lot. She already knew about this special prison and these cases of these guys that are top secret. Just rather surprising is all. Okay, so here he gets in touch with Cabanella. And then he gets this mysterious phone call.
What are these doing here?
Now he gets the phone call, and we can see what mysterious maybe the person is telling him to go to the chicken restaurant. Oh, damn. Welp, I feel like a complete fool. Look, Sissel isn't always on his best, okay? Okay, this time we did it. We can go to the other, we can see who he's talking to. I don't know how this will help us since we can't influence what they say, but we can do something. It'll give us some more valuable information of one kind or another.
What's the matter?
Detective Rindge, this is Memory.
What's the matter? It's not time for your regular report.
Listen to this. There's a suspicious couple in the bar upstairs. I'm going to put a ladybug on them.
A ladybug? You mean a listening device? Don't do anything to blow our cover. Instructor Cabanella will be furious.
But they're doing all kinds of suspicious whispering. We have to find out what they're saying. You can pick up the signal from your van. Check out their conversation for me, would you?
All right, fine. Once you get going on something, I know there's no stopping you.
Thanks. Later, then.
Hold on. Did you see a customer come in just now? A young woman with red hair and red boots.
Oh, yeah. That restless, suspicious chick. Sure.
Suspicious?
I mean, come on. As soon as she sat down, she ordered 3 glasses of water in a row. And she spilled the second glass on the table.
Okay, fine. Keep your eye on her too, if you would.
You got it. Oh, wow. That waitress was an undercover agent.
And she apparently thought you were pretty suspicious, too.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was really thirsty, so, you know.
No, I don't know.
Anyway, did you hear what I heard about the listening device? We have to do something about that bug.
So, should we stay here or follow up on the waitress? Looks like it's time to make a decision.
Stop the bug. Normally, I'd say it's good to spy on these people, but we know where it's gonna, end up here. Hey, look where we are.
The heart of the chicken kitchen, huh?
Yep, or as most people say, the kitchen.
I hope the key to preventing that accident is here somewhere.
Oh, I bet it will be. You know what they say. Where there's smoke and chicken, there's fire.
Now that you mention it, it is pretty smoky in here.
We go just deeper and deeper. It's all connected. It's scrunch and stretch. Oh. Hey, look what she's doing! Do you think that could be...
Yeah, she's probably planning the ladybug. Now that I think about it. It's this waitress's meddling that starts the whole chain of events.
The detective wouldn't have gotten his ears blown out and wouldn't have crashed.
In other words, we're witnessing it with our own eyes. The cause of a huge disaster, slowly being planted in a chicken.
Hey, I just had a good idea.
About what to do about the ladybug?
No, I was thinking we could get her crushed under the chicken instead of me.
I can't tell if you're kidding. At any rate, now we've seen the root cause of the accident.
And all we have to do now is think of a way to take care of it. Well, if she gets crushed under the chicken, it's already too late. Darn. What I would really hope is that there's some way we could say... replace the bug to, put it on a different chicken. It's smoky in here. Flip the switch. Oh, she already did it. What's wrong?
I can't seem to raise this switch. Won't budge.
Yeah, well, not surprising considering this whole place is sticky with grease. Bet it must be stuck.
Yeah, it does feel pretty sticky. But if the switch were already raised, I bet I could manage to lower it.
Even she's having a hard time with it, huh? Oh, I get it. It vents out the smoke. The issue is if you're cooking with grease and it's smoking, you're doing, like, it's burnt. When you cook with grease, you don't want it to smoke. Well, whatever. Or cooking with oil, I should say. Grease is like waste product. So, no wonder the chicken beak chef was so upset about the cops, because they're the ones who screwed everything up here, aren't they? Well, I can't think of anything else to do. So this is the same principle as causing that guy's seat to fall back. Just what's gonna happen? Look at that thick layer of smoke. Now, if only there was some way we could swap out the chickens. Anyway, it goes to show that your physical strength doesn't necessarily correlate to what you can move and lift is when you're, with the ghost tricks. Oh, look at his hat! Look at his hat! He keeps, like, oil in his hat. Oh. Hey, what's up with this lazy Susan? It's acting up today. Maybe it's out of sorts because I was spinning around on it yesterday.
Interesting thing to do for a lady her age.
Maybe it's out of sorts. How about thinking maybe it might be broken?
But it really isn't broken. It's just us ghosts.
Oh, I see what we can do. We need to time it so that we can get on his hat and go up there and flip the switch again, so that while her back is turned, we switch the chickens. The issue is I can't bring his chef hat back up. There we go. Now, we have to do this very rapidly. We have to be very fast about this, very efficient. Now that we've flipped the switch, we head back and go down to the pedal. Turn your back, come on! There we go. We are on the right spot, aren't we? So we are. Don't want to risk screwing this up.
Now no one's the wiser.
Really, what a weirdo chef this guy is. There, all set.
There! How about that?
The ladybug is still sitting on the table. We did it! I hate you. I hate you. Why are you singing? Well, I guess he's singing because he's a happy man, but...
What the heck is this? Well, looks like you've escaped the fate of being hammered by your horrible hen.
Yes, but I still haven't escaped the worst darkness of this terrible night. I shot you, didn't I?
There must have been some sort of complicated set of circumstances that made you do it.
It's never okay to shoot a person, no matter what the circumstances. Well, you don't seem to object to, say, killing hitmen. Is it okay if you just don't shoot the hitmen, then?
Hey, shouldn't that be my line? But anyway... You were investigating a case, and I was supposed to give you information on that case. Maybe it's time you told me about it. Tell me about the case you're looking into.
Yes, I guess I should. But let's go back to the new present first.
Okay, sure. Back in the new present, the delicious aroma of chicken fills the air. But I'm still thinking about Lynn. I wonder if she's still waiting for her chicken to be served. I decided to go see her. See her and ask her the questions that were still consuming me.
I guess we're just gonna have to wait for, his hat to flip back. Come on, Chefy Chef. Come on! We're gonna get out there and Lynn's already gonna have left, isn't it, right? That's what's gonna happen here, right? Of course it is. Let's not joke around here. Why is this called Special Investigation? Isn't it the chief's office? Well, anyway. Chicken Kitchen. Let's go. It's kind of odd that the kitchen and the kitchen, like, the restaurant and the kitchen have different phone numbers. Now, I admittedly don't have much experience in the restaurant field myself. I know some people who do, but I've never heard of this as a standard practice. It very well may be for all I know, but...
The disastrous accident's been completely erased. Once again, I've saved the red-headed detective from death. Saved Lynn, the criminal who stole my life. One question in particular hangs heavy on my mind. Why did she shoot me? Until I know the answer, I'll never be satisfied.
She's really going to town.
Meanwhile, Lynn's appetite's apparently foremost in her mind. A golden brown chicken sits on the table in front of her. Until she eats the whole thing, she'll probably never be satisfied.
You're such a witty guy. You're this wittiest of witty wits, Sissel. Well. Here we go. Oh, I didn't know you were here, Detective Rindge. Come to see me, did you? Aw, that's so sweet.
Oh, hi, Memory. Don't mind us. Just pretend we're not here.
Why don't you try some chicken while you're here?
No thanks. Just watching Lynn eat's quite enough for me.
So, how did it turn out with my ladybug?
Oh, that listening device. Well, let's see. Thought the gentleman had a very nice singing voice. Sorry, but we're in the middle of an important talk. Could you leave us to it?
No, stay right there. Huh? I'm at a crucial moment with this chicken here. I'll need you to pour me some water if it starts going down wrong.
Lynn, you don't have to risk your life over chicken, you know. He's right.
Sheesh. She's gonna choke on the chicken bone and Sissel's gonna have to get involved.
Anyway, I'd better move now while I have the chance.
So you better.
That's funny. Even though I just saved that detective, he doesn't have a core. Not like the one Lynn has, or that valiant little doggy Missile. I thought the ones I save are supposed to develop a core when they're alive again. Guess I still have things to learn about these powers of the dead.
Must be because you saved him, like, already back in time. Well, I'm heading back. Lots of things to do, you know.
Yeah, like washing dishes and planting bugs.
Someday, I'll plan a big one on you, detective.
Odd girl.
I agree.
Me too. Listen, Lynn. You've explained your side, and I understand. But there's an APB out on you. Can't you at least hurry up and get out of here? You know, slip away quietly.
No can do. I'm meeting somebody here.
Meeting somebody? Oh yeah, that's right. The little lady, Camila. But why do you have to meet somebody here? The Special Investigation Unit is watching this restaurant. Now, how can that be a coincidence?
I don't know, but it is a coincidence.
Hey, is it true what they say? That you're still looking into Detective Jowd's case on your own? Inspector Cabanello's worried about you, you know. I understand how you feel, but just don't do anything crazy, okay?
I understand that some may say he's being unethical and unprofessional by not arresting Lynn. And I understand that he's violating Kant's categorical imperative, but I sympathize with him.
So how's that chicken you've been waiting so long for?
It's great! But you know, with Detective Rindge, that's his name by the way, sitting right across from me, I mean, he was just dead a few moments ago, right? It's kind of taken the edge off my appetite. Come to think of it, what happens to you when you're talking to Sissel? Does time freeze for her? So she's just suddenly frozen in mid-bite and now she's talking to Sissel? Or is she just sort of staring off blankly and Rindge is wondering why? I don't know.
Oh, brother.
But he's a great guy. He understands my situation, he said. He's going to give me a pass just for tonight.
Speaking of Detective Rindge, I noticed something strange. He doesn't have a core now.
He doesn't?
I thought a core was supposed to show up once I saved somebody. But...
I wonder if... When you possessed his corpse, he was unconscious, right?
Unconscious? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Just like you. You were unconscious the first time I saved you, too. And after I saved you, you didn't have a core either.
So, for people who are unconscious when you save them, no core shows up. I think that's probably what it is. Okay, so next time he dies.
You might be right. Okay, I'll leave Rindge to you then. But I've still got lots of questions for you.
Yeah, I thought you would.
Let's get started then. What's your connection to prisoner D99, Detective Jowd? He seems like more than just a co-worker.
Yes, I suppose you have the right to know. Detective Jowd is my hero.
Hero, huh? You don't hear that word much anymore.
Well, it's an old-fashioned, heroic kind of story. It happened 10 years ago.
Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back if you come any closer. I'll shoot her. On that day, 10 years ago, I was playing in my favorite park. And then suddenly, somebody grabbed my arm from behind. I was so scared. I thought I was going to die. And then... he appeared. Detective Jowd. And then that really loud sound. I think it was the sound of a gun. I passed out. When I came to...
You're all right now? Are you hurt?
You saved me, mister?
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. So that's why you became a detective, huh?
That's right. He was my ideal of what a detective was all about.
But an ideal detective doesn't shoot and kill his own wife.
Exactly. And that's why I want to prove that he didn't. But if he didn't, why would he want to die? As a detective, he should be interested in the truth, right? Of course, people can go south, even the best of us, but... Detective Rindge works for the Special Investigation Unit. He said an important deal is set to go down here tonight, at this restaurant. A deal that could affect the future of our nation.
A nation isn't something that's easily influenced, though.
But that's what he said. Anyway, it's that couple at the table upstairs. I hear they're foreigners. They're waiting for the other party to this deal to show up now.
Those two, huh? They certainly are an odd pair. Is this other party they're waiting for me?
It's kinda hard to imagine, isn't it? Nobody really knows any of the details of the deal, except for one person. Mr. Breezy Dancer in a white suit. They say he's been watching the movements of those two for a long time. I've never seen him work so frantically on an investigation before.
Inspector Cabanella, eh? Apparently you're a real favorite of his.
A favorite? Yes, well, there's a reason for that.
And what's that?
Inspector Cabanella and Detective Jowd were good friends.
Yeah, I think I remember the prison guard saying something about that.
They joined the detective division the very same day. They're two very different types, but they were always in friendly competition to be the best. Detective Jowd was always very particular about thorough investigation of the crime scene. And Inspector Cabanella, well, I guess he just has a natural genius for investigating. Anyway, those two led the detective division in those days. But Inspector Cabanella is different now. He's changed a little.
He changed.
Ever since the Detective Jowd incident, now he distances himself from field work. And he's starting to focus on nothing but moving up the ladder.
And so that's how he became the head of the Special Investigation Unit, I take it.
Anyway, Inspector Cabanella took me under his wing.
Because you were the little girl his good friend had saved, huh?
He really looked out for me, helping me study for my detective exam, fudging my exam scores for me.
That goes a little beyond the scope of looking out for you. Inspector Cabanella, eh? Wonder what role he plays in everything that's happening tonight.
It sure is taking Camila long enough. She should have been here by now. I'm getting really worried.
You two are like sisters, aren't you? That's what Camila said.
Yep, that just about sums it up.
Doesn't look like being worried affected your appetite much, though.
Hey, the bigger the crisis, the more a girl's gotta eat. I have to make sure Camila stays safe, no matter what. Camila, in that music box, too.
Music box? Oh yeah, that wooden box.
That box was a present from Detective Jowd.
From Detective Jowd?
Yes, it was 5 years ago. That box arrived 3 days after that murder incident. He must have sent it out just before he was arrested. Someday, when the case is over and everything is settled, I want you to give this to a certain person, he said.
So what's inside?
I don't know. I can't open it.
That's a shame.
Sissel, Did I really shoot you?
Where did that come from out of the blue?
I really don't remember. I've tried and tried, but I just can't. Now I finally understand how you must feel. And how hard it is to have your memory gone, your story erased.
But who knows? Knowing the truth might be even harder.
I'd rather believe there's hope myself. Do I have chicken on my face? You're staring. I bet you're thinking about how impressed you are with the way I took care of that chicken.
Just tell me one thing. This case you say you're looking into, is it Detective Jowd's?
What if it was?
I can't keep it from you. It's too cruel.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, Lynn. It's tonight. Detective Jowd's, you know. It's tonight. His execution.
But there's still time. I looked into it, and I found out all the executions in this country are carried out at dawn.
That may be the norm, but not this time, I'm afraid.
What?
The execution is set for 11 p.m.
What did you say?
It's gonna happen pretty soon.
Isn't there anything we can do to stop it?
Of course not. It's too late now. Not without a stay of execution from the Justice Minister.
Now I'm going to see him then.
What? See who?
Who else? The Justice Minister.
Don't be ridiculous. There's not enough time.
I'm going. Sissel!
Me?
Get to the prison. Stop that execution.
Easy enough for you to say.
Detective Rindge, I'll be going now.
Okay, I'll let you go this time. I'll tell him I was distracted because I was eating chicken. Is there anything else I can do?
Could you find Camila? She's supposed to be on our way here.
Oh, your little Camila? Okay, you got it. I'll look for her.
Okay, you know what to do, Sissel. You have to save Detective Jowd.
The life of yet another person I'm connected to somehow is about to end tonight. Could it be a coincidence? Or is there something more behind it all? Detective Jowd is destined to be executed tonight. I don't know if that fate's the wrong one for him, or the right one. But I've decided to go to the prison anyway. I went to try and rescue prisoner D99. Even under ordinary circumstances, that prison has a strange atmosphere. But this time, there's something even stranger about it. An execution. With my memory gone, I don't have a clear image of what that is in my head. But even I can sense the strong feeling of foreboding that hangs in the air. Maybe I'm too late. So, how's it going? With the generator in the basement?
They're trying to fix it now. It's gonna take a while, they said. They haven't even gotten the internal phone there back up yet.
I just hope the rowdies don't rush the guard room.
We don't have any rowdies here. And what's more, the one who committed the most atrocious crime isn't even here anymore at all.
You promised not to talk about that.
Look, would you knock it off with that weird flipping and flopping around? I can't stand looking at it. If you don't stop, I just might have to pound you.
This is a glorious dance that's been passed down in my family for generations. When you don't know what else to do, dance, dance, dance. We call it the panic dance.
This is special detention calling from the death chamber. The internal phone's finally back up. It's pitch black down here, though, until they get the generator going again. How's it going up there? The phone's been ringing off the hook from headquarters. Oh boy, we can't let the existence of this prison become known to the outside world. We'll have to round up the prisoners somehow. Is Bailey dancing? Yep, you should see him. Take a video of it. We can all watch it together when we're done. Once the generator's back up, I'll record it with the security camera. Well, this is weird.
Generator, still not up. I can't keep this up much longer.
Believe me, nobody's asking you to. Why don't you just stop?
Will you dance instead then?
Me? You kidding me?
Somebody has to do it. If that somebody is me, I'll keep dancing until I drop.
He's a dedicated man. His family's also insane.
Despite how it looks, this situation seems pretty serious. Bailey's dance is, certainly intriguing. But that telephone call that came in is even more interesting. The man said he was calling from the death chamber, huh? Now that I have the extension number, I should go check it out.
Probably that room we were in downstairs, right? Yeah, they're setting up the electric chair.
This is not good. Not good at all.
Yeah, I feel like a ghost's gonna show up any minute now. Hey, come on. Show some respect. There's a dead man here.
That's right. Me. But phew! I never saw that one coming, did you?
Who would've? Anyway, the generator's gonna be fixed soon, so I guess we hang tight.
Generator, eh? Once that's restored, this darkness will be gone. Seems that's the first thing that has to be done. Guess darkness doesn't really exist in the ghost world. Even without light, I can still see what's going on. I can use the ghost world to help me find that generator.
What do you mean find it? You already saw it once. Yeah, I can't get down there. That guy looks a little uneasy. Well, we found that generator.
Oh geez, where did that wrench go? Without it, I can't tighten the last bolt on the generator. I sure wish I could see in the dark like a cat. Or like a ghost. I've seen these things before. Some kind of tool for turning things. It's leaning up against the wall. If I knock it over, I wonder if he'll notice. Darn, it's too heavy. Won't budge.
Probably can't do much since there's no power supply to manipulate. And we can't do anything with this, can we? Nope. Oh, we might drop down though, right? Here we go. We'll knock him into it, I guess. Or, that's a better idea. No one got hurt this way. Wow, when the power is out, the bars retract? It takes electricity to keep them down? You'd think they could... Well, whatever. Not quite. Here we go. Well, here they are, back in the light again. Hey, think this execution was really the right thing to do? What the heck are you saying? I mean, I know this country has the death penalty, but how many years has it been since we used this chair? Yeah, I don't know. It had quite a bit of dust and dirt on it. I bet that's what happened. All that debris damaged the wiring. Well, I think it was divine retribution. Don't be stupid! The prisoner wanted to be executed, you know. Inspector Jowd. I guess I was too late. So when are they gonna pick up his body? They'll be sending over a car from the public cemetery pretty soon. After we hand over the body and clean up the mortuary, we're done. Yeah, okay. Well, it sounds like whatever killed him was a bit of an accident. I sure had misgivings when I tried this lever, but nothing happened. Kinda disappointing, really. Maybe something else has to be done first. This chair scares me. I don't want to repair it or get anywhere near it. Who knows when it's gonna blow up again? Or let loose with the juice. Yikes, shut up, man. Accidents can happen with anything after all. But let's just get this thing fixed. Come on. If I'm executed by an accident, I'm gonna come back and haunt you. Haunt me? Why me? Sounds like a pretty dangerous chair. A chair that gives shocks. Can I use that somehow? We need to get over to his corpse, obviously. So maybe now we can do something with this. Oh boy. Well, some lamps came on. Not sure what that means. Maybe that changed the situation, though. And now we're gonna make it go off. And I really hope we don't hurt these guys, but, we have to try something. I just got a shock! Yeah, you know, you guys probably should be noticed that well, whatever. Well, now what? I guess he might stand up occasionally. Oh, now can we get to that? No. Oh, I see. When the water drops is when we have to ghost. So close. Yeah, it's not gonna work. We have to wait right about... No. You know, you think this room would be well-maintained enough that there at least wouldn't be water dripping from the ceiling in the execution chamber. Okay. Well, that would be pretty disturbing, wouldn't it? Son of a... Oh, there we go. Well, let's, kill him. Oh. I'm glad we rocked it that way. I thought he was gonna spill it on him. And another internal phone down. This one in the mortuary. This is the only corpse that's been in this room for a long time now.
Hey, can you hear me? Where am I? This is the ghost world, the land of the dead, Detective Jowd. Detective Jowd? Who is that? Is that me? Oh boy, not you too. This is getting old. Guess I'll give the usual explanation. The dead lose their memories. Oh, so I'm dead, am I? I didn't realize that. That's why you can't remember anything right now. That's fine with me. Huh? I don't like a messy room, but I hate cleaning up even more. Not having my memories is a welcome thing. Now I don't have as much trash to take out. Memories are like trash. Now that I'm dead, what do I need with memories? And things I don't need are just trash. Not to me. I need your memories. Besides, I promised Lynn I'd try to stop your execution. Lynn? It looks like I still have a few bits and pieces of garbage left lying around. I remember now. About Lynn, Jowd, and the execution. And what about you? Who are you? I'm Sissel. I'm looking for my memory, or trash as you call it. Sissel? Does my name ring a bell? I think you know me. Sorry, it must not have been a very big piece of trash to me. That's alright. I guess you'll find out when you get your memory back. But for now, I'd like you to come back with me. Back to 4 minutes before your execution.
Well, Jowd, you have a lot of questions I think you can answer. Or I have them, I suppose.
This is the past. 4 minutes before my death. That's right. You'll get to see your own execution. And then we're gonna change your fate. But first, can I ask you a question? Lynn told you, didn't she? About what I did. Yeah, she did. Then is it really the right thing to do, to save a guy like me? I don't know. But Lynn believes it is. Okay, let's get started.
So he was eating his chicken dinner, yes. I'm in position. So the time's finally here, huh? Yeah, wonder how many years it's been. The last time, you weren't even here yet. I never thought I'd have to attend an execution. But you know, I wonder why the Justice Minister suddenly signed the order. There's definitely something up with that. Hey, come on, let's just focus on our work. Yeah, alright. Prisoner D99, it's time. Let's go.
All right, men, I'm ready. Sorry you have to go through this unpleasant experience.
What? No,
Oh well, I guess it's all about collecting experiences. For you and for me.
Prepare to test. Throw the switch.
So this is an execution, huh? It seems to me there's gotta be a safer way to do it. Ha ha ha! It must be nice to have no memory like that. It makes things more interesting. I envy you, I really do. It's no laughing matter to me. That was an example of a failed execution, although the outcome was the same.
Failed?
They haven't carried out an execution in a long time. They dragged that old chair out from under some mothballs, and I guess it had a short. So I guess that means that if I can stop the explosion... I don't know about that. Then I'd just be executed as planned, and I'd still wind up just as dead. So what should I do? Beats me. You're the one who came to save me. You figure it out. He's not making this easy.
This is gonna be a tricky one, eh, Jowd? I mean, what can we even do? We're gonna have to... Well, we'll figure something out. How's it going down there? We just finished setting up the chair. We're all prepared. I see. It's time. Please bring in the prisoner. But that chair! It hasn't been used in a long time! What if... Bailey, there's nothing we can do now. It's time. Alright, I'll send the guards to his cell. I'll have to call them when they get into position. Well, I don't know how much we can do in the mortuary, so let's go see Bailey. I mean, he is, after all, going to see Jowd right now. I have this strange feeling of uneasiness. How about you? How do you feel? I feel jumpy and jittery. I can't sit still. I feel like I might start dancing at any minute. If you're gonna dance, let me know. I'll get the video camera ready. Nobody will listen to my concerns.
Concerns, huh? So he's worried. That man is always worried about something. And whatever he's worried about, it always comes true without fail.
Then why don't people listen to him? Well, people do all sorts of unwise things, don't they? Listen to me. That chair is dangerous. I know, Bailey. That's why I don't advise you to sit on it. No, that's not what I mean. Machines like that are very sensitive to dust. If the guys throw the switch and the chair shorts out, there might be a huge explosion down there in that death chamber. Oh, come on. Nothing's gonna happen. Besides, even on the off chance it does blow up, we're way up here. We'll be fine. I know. Why don't we go and test it out first? No way. I don't want to get blown up. You go by yourself.
So this spot would be safe even if it does blow up, eh? What is it? You have a new look in your eye. If the switch in the death chamber is thrown, the chair will blow up. That's right. And if the chair blows up, the execution can't be carried out. It only stands to reason. And If there's nobody in the death chamber when the chair explodes, nobody will die. Precisely. Very nice, Sissel. You've hit upon some excellent points there. Okay, I'm starting to see a plan now.
Yeah, we have a plan. So, what we need to do... No, we can't use him now. Yes, thanks for explaining to Jack. Yeah, I'd say Jowd has a pretty tough life here, so... What we need to do is get over to the other side somehow.
Getting the chair to short out when nobody's around it. Sounds like it could be a plan. But in this past world...
Yeah, I know! We've been through all of this seconds ago, Sissel! Yeah, I don't know that there's much we can do from here, so let's go back to the beginning. It was a good bit of intel we got from Bailey there. Although I'm not sure what I really expected from Bailey after all. He is Bailey. Let's see, we have a flower vase. Well, let's just stay here. And so, of course, Bailey's calling them and they don't listen to him. Which you think they would, even if he's pretty darn weird. If he is always right, surely they would. I mean, I get it. I understand that in all likelihood, Jowd was being somewhat hyperbolic. But still, you think the principle would apply.
Alright then, 4 minutes from now. This chair will short out and explode and you'll die. Very sad. If I stop the explosion, you'll be executed, and you'll still die. Sorry I was ever born.
What? Sissel, we've already found the solution, Sissel!
Could you stop with the insincere comments?
Yeah. I'm being perfectly sincere, even if, you know, the other guy isn't. Well, I guess all we can do is wait, right? So there's the curry man. Oh, he fell asleep in his hole.
I'm in position. The other two are coming to bring the prisoner to you now. Got it.
Well, I'll go there. Ever see your own body, Jowd? It must be a pretty surreal experience, I have to say. It's nothing like seeing yourself in a mirror, you know? I guess it's something like that. Oh yeah, he was trying to unclog the toilet for some reason, wasn't he? Alright! My jam grooved out the clog! Now get down there to Sausage Head! Good thing we already, you know, got down there to Sausage Head once before. Wait, he's still eating his chicken dinner, huh? I mean, I guess all this is going on in a pretty short, you know, span of time. Wait, did that hook pull him out? But no, it couldn't. The hook is in the toilet. Why can't I ghost already?
In the present world, 4 minutes into the future, Sausage Head was lying passed out in the tunnel. Not knowing about the execution, he must have kept digging and digging. And the guards didn't notice he was gone? So I guess Curryman's future has now changed a bit.
Yeah, a bit. Pretty irrelevantly. So, what we need to do now is get over to the spoon. Well, I know how to do that. Maybe. Does he pick up the spoon as soon as he gets up, or does he look into the toilet first? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, he picks up the spoon straight away. He sniffs it even. It's kind of odd. I mean, we remember from Edna and Harvey, the breakout, that the definitive way of breaking out of any institution is with a spoon. Everybody knows that. I've always thought that if I were interred somewhere, I would dig out with a spoon. This guy is so weird looking. His head is like a mung bean noodle. Or just like a bean. Alright. Here we are. Is this a napkin? Yes. We have a wastebasket, a bunk. We have the blank board, so yeah. Guess we'll just stick around on your napkin for a bit. Look at me chowing down on that chicken. Wonder if it's from the chicken kitchen. Could be.
Phew, you sure can pack it away.
Well, I mean, so can Lynn.
A detective should eat until he reaches that critical moment. That's what I always say. And you have a young pupil that follows that advice to the letter. What are you going to do now, Sissel? As long as these iron bars are here, escape is impossible. Is it possible to stop the execution from here? Probably not. I'm looking for a path now. Maybe something here will give me an idea.
Let's see, we got a bottle. We can open a wastebasket. It's not much. Why would I do that?
Did you see that? That huge can just went flying up into the air. Yeah, that's my ketchup can. Ketchup? I just love ketchup. Can't get enough of the stuff. I probably have ketchup running through my veins.
That's disgusting. Ketchup is the most, nastiest stuff. Well, not really. It's not as nasty as sea urchin or natto, but...
I just can't seem to muster a laugh over that one. But it did make kind of a red O mark.
What? Huh? I'm sorry, what? A red O mark? What the heck are you talking about? Hey, how again did we get down to the, Oh, we can't get to the power generator now because he's lying on his bed. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Well, I guess if we could somehow make the ketchup mark appear on his napkin, and we could... But he wouldn't put it down the toilet, though. Why would he do that? I don't know. Oh! Oh, it's gone now. Well, here's what we'll do. Certainly from the fate change, there's no way to go back. There's no reason, I mean. There's certainly a way to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay. Yeah, you know, man, the ability to manipulate time is pretty helpful. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's pretty helpful. Oh, man, it's one of those afternoons. What is with this guy? Does he do nothing but sleep? I mean, left to his own devices, I would think he does nothing but sleep and eat. At least curry. I had curry for dinner the other night. It would have been delicious if it weren't for all the chicken in it. I also don't like chicken very much. If I said that I think it's just the most disgusting meat on earth, well, I mean, I haven't eaten all meat on earth, and I can't imagine anything would be worse than uni. But so we have the access to the emergency button. What good that would do us. Okay, let's wait for him to dangle his napkin over the rubbish bin where he keeps his ketchup can. I've never heard of ketchup coming in a can, but I guess I don't know how they do it out there in wherever in Europe they are. I'd say they might be in Britain or something. Except that doesn't quite make sense because, Wait, why did he just go exclamation point? Oh! Oh! Quick! Quick! Get over there! No! No! The world is cruel. I could have planned that out better if I had just opened the picture frame. If I had just done that. But it's so easy to forget in the heat of the moment. When you're so excited about progress, it's so easy to forget that you're not in the piece of paper that he's wiped his saliva on that he's about to dump into the toilet. We've all wanted to be flushed down the toilet at some point in our lives. It's a natural human emotion. I read a book about it when I was a kid. It was just one of the many adventures of the stupid brothers. In this one, they went into an they found like a civilization of people in the toilet called like the Toils. And the Toils did stuff. I don't remember what all happened. Not anymore. I didn't trigger it again, I know. But I don't think I'll need to. I think I'll be able to just hop right into the napkin. At least that's what I'm hoping. You know, you never know when a ghost is going to be possessing something near you. There could be a ghost possessing the very stylus I'm using to play this game right now. I wouldn't know, would I? I am indeed in the napkin, right? Yes. Sissel is in the napkin. And I suppose, that Asgore here is too. I know time is passing, okay? I know. But this is our big plan right now. This is the only idea I have. You know, you think the guards would be aware of this guy. Wouldn't you? Spoon is where we want to be. Really though, I no longer even understand what the purpose of going down there was.
Sausage Head sure looks happy.
So now that he's seen the circle paper, he'll go down there to the tunnel to dig. Maybe this is the chance I've been waiting for. What's going on?
Here come my escorts.
Uh-oh, I haven't found my path yet.
I see mine quite clearly. The path to the chair, that is.
What do I do? We might be able to make this if we move fast, fast, fast. Probably not, but maybe. I mean, I'm hoping anyway. I gotta hope. Because time is not passing right now. Alright, so how did we do this before? Yeah. Oh. Okay, how about this? Oh! It's about to blow up, right? Right, no one's around to see it. If an electric chair malfunctions and no one's around to see it, does it make a sound? What just happened? The power's down throughout the whole facility. No way! If the power's down, that means all the cell bars open automatically. And once again, this is the worst system that I can imagine. How could it would be easier to just have the bars be stuck in place? Why would they open automatically? I mean, if you have that in place, surely there's some kind of backup generator or something you'd have for a special high security prison like this one. Whatever. Damn it! The internal phones aren't working either. State of emergency.
Now the execution can't be carried out, and your life is saved.
See, you didn't need to panic, Sissel.
You're a pretty daring guy. I really enjoyed myself, and I think I learned a thing or two as well. About what? By the way, is it true what the guard said? The cell bars open automatically? Yup, it's true. It's a little drawback to the system. If the entire facility blacks out, the locks are released for the prisoner's safety. But nobody thought it would actually ever happen.
So once again, why isn't there a backup generator that automatically kicks in? That's hindsight for you.
So in other words, now's the time to escape if you're gonna. Anyway, we managed to stop the execution. Let's get back to the present. You're still not out of the woods yet. Oh, let me give you one piece of advice. What's that? When we get back to the present, head for the spoon. Spoon? Huh? You'll see when we get back, Sissel.
What do you mean, spoon? You know full well what he's talking about. The same spoon you used to get down here.
Now the execution can't be carried out, and Detective Jowd is safe for the moment. A new present has been born. However, Jowd still isn't safe from execution, of course. I guess I still have a job to do. Help a death row inmate escape from prison.
But will he want to?
Now I'm back in the present, and it's completely shrouded in darkness. I can't see it, but I can feel the tension in the air. It's a state of emergency. And that's only natural. With a power failure, all of the cell bars opened automatically. Plus, now a death row inmate is loose in the darkness. I did what I promised Lynn. I stopped the execution. But that condemned criminal is now in just as much danger as before.
Now see, this is dark. Here they are trying to repair the, tools as before.
The detective told me to head for the spoon when I got back to the present. So here I am.
Oh, I get it, because he put another, piece of tissue paper down the toilet. Well, Jowd is a smart man.
Phew, I'm back. Thank goodness someone flushed the toilet. That was good timing. Now to use the cover of darkness to help the detective escape. But first I have to find him. It's prisoner C-74! Secure the prisoner! Looks like there are hunters in this darkness. I hope they haven't found Detective Jowd.
Oh, that's right, there were night vision goggles on display when you triggered the emergency system. Although you couldn't open it without, electricity.
Huh? What's that red light?
No, it's one of the detectives.
Looks like the hunter's eyes glow red.
Like certain deep-sea fishes, although it's not a good design for something like night vision goggles.
Doesn't look like escape's going to be easy.
Will this draw their attention? No, we did it in perfect silence. Now we can't get over to, I suppose, his gun.
Ah, there you are. I was wondering what I was going to do.
Are you the one who made that toilet bell ring?
That's right. I still had another napkin lying around.
Thanks to that, I managed to make it here. But how did you know to do that?
I learned a few things about your ghost tricks during our time together. They certainly can be very useful powers, but at times not so much. I knew that if the internal phones weren't working, you'd be trapped in the death chamber area. So I quickly came up with an alternative route. A route that made use of sausage heads, spoon, and my napkin.
Wow, this detective is good.
Next time you praise me, go ahead and say it out loud.
Anyway, looks like it's time for a strategy meeting.
An escape strategy, huh? This could be interesting. Let's do it. So let's make sure we're both clear. The key to my escape is this darkness. Once the basement power supply is restored, escape will be impossible.
So we move under cover of darkness, huh? I know I won't have much trouble with that.
But I'm afraid I won't be able to see, so you'll have to lead the way.
Lead the way?
Once you find a safe spot for me to move to, I want you to give me a signal.
Okay, fine. But how? The dead don't have voices. Even if they did, we have to be quiet.
Don't worry about that. I have an idea. Let's just try it and you'll see how it works.
This detective likes to just drive right into things, even more than Lynn does.
They find me, I imagine they'll shoot first and ask questions later. But if I die again, we can just start over, right?
He says cheerfully.
I don't know if you know it or not, but this is a special prison. There aren't any dangerous criminals here. Except for me, that is.
Yes, I did hear something about it being a special place.
Yes, and because of the special status, we're not prepared at all for emergencies. They have 4 timid security guards at most.
I think I saw some hunters lurking in the darkness, though.
Those are the guards. They're wearing night vision goggles.
Night vision goggles?
They're special glasses that let you see in the dark. Very handy things. If I enter their field of vision, it's all over.
So it's all about staying out of the guards' line of sight, huh?
Make sure you guide me to safe spots.
Well, I wish we could have talked this over a bit more thoroughly, but alright.
Now, about that signal I want you to give me.
Oh yeah, how am I supposed to do it?
I've already been dead once. I don't know if it's because of that or what, but I can sense your powers now.
You what?
For example, you're in the bunk right now, aren't you?
Wow, I'm impressed. I guess you have a sixth sense.
I think it's more like a detective's sense.
That doesn't sound right somehow.
Anyway, the details don't matter. Do you see this,
some icon? Yeah, where did that come from?
Let's use it as our signal. How will that work? If you touch the me icon, I'll sense it. Then I'll move to where you are. So, for example, if you move to that spoon and touch the jowd icon, I'll run to the spoon. Simple, right?
Alright, fine. Let's start our escape plan.
Just make sure you guide me to safe spots, Sissel!
What would this do? Anything? I don't know. We gotta distract that guard somehow is the issue.
So that red light. That's the light of the night vision goggles on one of the guards. I can use the light to let me know where the guard is. And if you watch the light closely, you can tell how the guard is moving too. Very informative in this darkness. Keep a sharp eye out for it.
I've always hated stealth sections. That's why I've never played Metal Gear. Yeah, sue me. So, the guard is just turning around in place though, isn't he? So he is. So, where would be a safe spot? Could he, say, hide under this table? Please, guards turn that way. Go! Oh. Wait, the lights turn back on that soon? Well, that can't help us catch him now, can it? Or help him get away, then? We can assume the guard shot him on sight, because otherwise this doesn't even work, like, in any way. Well, yeah, let's see what the other cells are doing. Well, obviously nothing's going on in this cell. Wait, is there only one guard? No, there's a guard in each cell, I bet you. So let's see what the guard in this cell and the neighboring cell, what these two are up to. So there's a guard right there who's just staring in one direction fixedly. Maybe it's Bailey. But how do we get over there? We can't use this, right? Because the phone lines aren't working? Yeah. It's just, where is there a safe place for him? Is the issue. Because once again, this guard is staring fixedly, you know, forward. So we can't just have him rush into this cell. I'm glad we didn't have to do an elaborate ghost trick section just to, say, get him back to life again. I'm glad they skipped over that part. It definitely makes the experience smoother. Wait, the electric guitar guy escaped too, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Not quite sure why I did that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it closes both sides. If you open or close it, it opens or closes both sides of it. I see. Well, now that that guard's out of the way. Is he not even going to talk to his comrade about, like, geez, what just happened? How'd I just fall down here? No, he's not. I mean, that's his decision. He has every right. Oh, I get it. He's moving now, so his bulletproof vest would have been a way to, get back over to the neighboring cell. I see. It's rather ominous. They look almost like ghosts moving through the darkness like this. Although at this point, I suppose we're not really too afraid of ghosts now, are we? Don't get me wrong. If you were a cop in the dark and were wearing armor that made your eyes glow red, That's pretty intimidating. It'd be like in that one movie called, like, what was it called? Like, Cerberus Panzer Cop or something? Not that the point of that movie was what they looked like. I mean, there was a lot more to it than that. It was very sophisticated. They say, you know, fool you once, shame on you, shame on me, fool you twice, shame on you. So, prepare to be fooled twice. That guy must be thinking, like, what the heck is going on here? Oh, I guess I better close this now, shouldn't I? Okay, close. Quick! We have to be very fast about this or he's gonna get away. And that's the truth. It's funny because it's true, as they say. And this is funny because it's sad. Alright, we'll ride around in his bulletproof vest. This will give us a better idea of where the other guards are positioned and what they're up to. Let's see what happens if we ring this. Nothing? Really? Hold on, I'm about to be stuck. How? How could I get stuck? No! Oh, I see. Here we go. Not so stuck after all, huh? Oh, is that guy about to fall through this second trap? I think he is. No, it's not. Oh, wait, yeah, he is. Oh, he's not. That's odd. Well, I don't pretend to understand how these things work. Oh, wait, there he goes. Must be thinking, like, what the heck is going on here? He's going to be trapped in an infinite falling loop, isn't he? That's painful. No one wants to be in an endless falling loop. What is these people are idiots? And maybe they're just all special like Bailey. Oh, that's a good point. The issue is now that guard who was in there is not going to be able to get back in there. Or is that an issue at all? Who knows? Alright. Or I guess he got in there even though it was closed, so he'll be able to get back in there. No, not yet. Here we go. I hope. Yeah, this is the guy I wanted it to be. What's the other one gonna do? Oh, yeah, they're both just moving forward, even though they can't get back to their old positions, huh? Now, with their night vision goggles, though, you'd think they'd be able to see what was going on in the dark. Like, they'd be able to see that there's a hole in front of them. But I guess not. Well, here we are, right back where we started. And we're no closer to getting out of here, are we? What I'm afraid of is this is going to take some really fast moving. And I hate doing this kind of thing. It's so stressful. Oh, but no one said escaping from jail was easy, now did they? So, okay. We're gonna have to do something here. The issue is we never found a way to distract the guard in the other room. Now that time it makes sense because he didn't see that, you know, he couldn't have seen that it was shut because we hadn't, you know, that it wasn't open. I mean, that it wasn't shut, that it was open. So, sure. Here we go. The issue is I can't get him into the next cell. Because if I get him into the next cell, this guy's gonna get him here. This guy right here. And if there's some way to avoid that happening, well, I'm not sure what it is. No, the valves do nothing. It'll be very useful to have all these guards stuck downstairs once the detective is no longer downstairs, because as long as Asgore is down there, we're kind of not in the best of positions. I could just sit here doing this over and over again for hours. What I need to do is pursue some kind of clear strategy. Like, how do we get this guy out of this room? That's our question now. Ringing the bell does not affect them. Not at all, for some reason. Right now, I'm at a total loss. This has not happened so far in Sissel's adventure. But what could we do? I'm really not sure. So another guy fell. The issue is that even if we do get Jowry into the next, or Jowry, what did I say? Even if we do get Jowd into the next cell, it's like it doesn't matter because he's just going to be seen by the guard there. Still, I suppose we have to try something, don't we? What? I thought I already fell through it. Yeah, well, I mean, I believe you, Sissel. I don't doubt you when you say somebody was falling through it. I don't doubt you. Alright, ghost. Come on! Fine, we'll do this the long way. We'll take the long path. Are you happy now? Gosh. I have a feeling that mirror you can open and shut in Jowd's cell is gonna come back to haunt me. Yeah, there's nothing we can do with the spoon. Or the bunk. Obviously, dialing... These things are useless to us right now. There's a bulletproof vest. The toilet. Another vest. The only thing we can do is ring the bell, but that doesn't do anything. Well, can we look at this?
Whether it's dark or light, the fact remains. I can't read!
Okay, I know. I'm desperate here. Like, how could we hide Jowd? What happens if we just call him over here right now? Probably he'll get caught immediately. Yeah, that's what I thought. I understand we have to take it slow, okay? Jowry, I get it! Gosh! Okay. So I've been thinking about it, and you know what I think we can do? I think that in the neighboring cell, he can hide under the bunk. The issue is we need some kind of distraction, or else the other guy, the guard in this cell, will see him, right? I would assume so. It wouldn't make really much sense otherwise, but at this point I'm desperate. Like, I'm prepared to accept that maybe we can make something work if... like this. It worked! Okay, so he's thought that he saw something move over here, but it didn't quite happen, I guess.
The guards are on the move. Now what? You can get a sense of how the guards are moving by watching the red lights. And I think you already know this, but just in case. If you want to take a look
yeah, I know!
And if
yes. I mean, I'm glad that they, you know, want to keep this user-friendly. It's always really annoying when you can't progress in a game, because you, have forgotten one of the many mechanics in it. We've all been there.
Let's see.
Oh, can we drop a guard onto this guard? That'd be pretty great. Why, I think we indeed can. Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Oh, it didn't quite work, did it? Nope. Not quite how I had hoped it would. So it turns out getting into this second cell was a lot simpler than I expected. But what about getting into the next cell? Like, we have to get upstairs with all these guards patrolling around. By opening this, we've just introduced a third guard, third guard patrolling around. What about the guard from the old cell? Now, he's just standing still. He's probably like, well, you know, I'll just stand here, because maybe Jowd will come back to his cell. Could happen. I could see it happening. And the reason the other prisoners aren't here, of course, is because they've already been removed. So... like, what's the next safe spot for Jowd? Is it really the next cot? Because if it is, well, that's a pretty long ways off, I can't help but think. Because he has to go all the way up the stairs first. Now, the stairs are honestly not very long at all, but given the circumstances... This is intense, guys. It's simultaneously slow and also tense. I'm not sure I've seen that before. Was that guy crawling back in? No, he's not. Well, hold on. So there's that guy. Where's the guy who was... okay, so there's a guard over there. There's another guard. Where are the other guards? There's a guard up here in the first cell, of course. There are 4 of them, right? So there's number 2. So that there are 2 of them who are going up here right now. And the 4th one is still just standing here in this cell, right? Yes, he just turns around periodically. Not that he can see Jowd, he's in a different cell now. But we had to knock down that guy who was between the stairs, because otherwise he would have found Jowd when Jowd tried climbing the stairs. I think so, anyway. The issue is their routes are almost exactly opposite each other. So that when one is somewhere else, the other one... unless... here's what we'll do. Here's my plan. Now this is what I call a ghost trick. Now what's gonna happen? Are they gonna follow each other? But he already fell through it, Sissel. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Nah, it's not gonna work. Oh, I know! Jowd can follow this guy, but when this guy gets up there, I'd have him drop down. Okay. This'll be a risky one. Also, is this guy gonna go onto the other side of Jowd, or does he stop at... Yeah, he turns around at the spot where Jowd is hiding. Darn, I thought I'd found a strategy. Still, we only have 2 more cells to clear, so we're already... So we were halfway through now. What if they... You see, if they were both following the same patrol route, this wouldn't be so hard at all. But instead, you know what's going on. Oh. So the upper guy is indeed... He goes all the way to the end of this cell, right? To where the cot is that we want to get into. Yeah, he does. If only we can get to that cot, we're basically home free. Because I can easily get rid of that other guard in the next room. It's these other guys that are the problem. Oh, there's something I'd forgotten about. Oh. Well, it would seem that the solution may lie in a hidden factor I had not even been considering. Or really not hidden, just one I'd forgotten about. Criminy. Oh! There we go.
This area under the stairs is a blind spot for the guards. They won't find him here. This spot is safe.
Oh, is it? Issue is that guy up there turning around? No, yeah, he is. We'll have to wait until they're both, like, going up the stairs at the same time. We don't want people falling down trapdoors quite yet. Or I don't think so, anyway. Okay. You about done? Yeah, here we go. Nah, he's gonna fall. You'd think they would learn at some point, wouldn't you? This would have been easier if I hadn't, as I now realize, if I hadn't knocked down that other guy already. Oh. Oh. Now here's an idea. I think in my incoherent blathering, I earlier did propose this as a possibility. Good work, Jowd. You must have been lifting weights to be able to pull yourself up there like that. I mean, a lot of weights. Wow. Okay, Jowd. So now the next question, Jowd, is can you get up here? Oh, I can do that. Okay, Jowd, we gotta be very fast about this. Okay, Jowd. Wait a minute. Oh no! Oh no. Jowd! My man. Okay. Get down here now. Well, Jowd, if you want to get shot, that's your business! I was trying to warn you!
We came all that way. We were so close. Right. Once we get to this point, we can either sneak out or make a dash for it. I'll leave the route up to you. I might have mentioned this before, but I can go pretty much anywhere.
Alright, Jowd. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, Jowd, here's the plan. Actually, I'm curious, could I call him over to this hatch? I'll try after I, drop the guard down. Alright, Jowd, get over here. Now. Oh, look at him go! Look at him go! It's rather glorious, isn't it? And now, well, where do we go from here? Well, I'm not quite sure, but I'll figure it out. Alright, Jowd, my man, get over here. And fast, man. Oh, shit. Yes, we gotta be very, very, very fast. Time is of the essence in a very strong way at this interval, at this junction. Shit! Damn it! I've been trying. No, I try not to swear anything in the middle of a game like this, but this is so frustrating. Wait, where are we even gonna? Oh God! I have to do it all again. Yeah, this is the sort of crap when they put this into a game that's like enough to make me never want to play it ever again. Swiftness is key to the day. The thump, baby. You hear that? That lub-dub sound? That's your heart. This is really risky with Jowd right there. But, I'm glad. I guess they're so busy falling, they don't see him. Now, I'm not going to say that's unrealistic, because it's not. Okay, the issue is by the time that guy there... If only we could go back and open... Why, actually, we can go back and open it. Okay. But can we open it before the other guy gets back to, back over here? That we might not be able to do. Shoot! Well, is that him, or is that the other guy? Yeah, it's the... No, it's him! It's him! We might be able to pull this off, though. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get all the guards out of our hair. But we're gonna be stuck, though, so never mind. I did not think this through. Yeah, it was too good to be true. Too good to be true. Well, fine. I'll make do with what I have. After all, that's what Sissel's done so far. It's nothing new for him. Maybe even in life he did. Although, I don't know, he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who would have been too poor off. I mean, look at his hair and his suit. That's not something some guy struggling to get by is going to be dressing up like. Wait, there are two of them on the same spot? Okay. Oh, one of them's about to fall. And the other guy's gonna stop, reach the point where he turns around just behind him, so it'll be the perfect chance for him to escape. Okay, good. Well, I mean, it might be the perfect chance. Give me a sec here. I gotta wait till this guy turns around. Alright, go! Go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Go as fast as you possibly can, man. Good job. Okay. I know he has a bit of blue in his hair. It's probably just paint that got there, because, you know, he's a painter. I respect an artist.
Go! So, what do you think?
I'd say if we've come this far, we did it. Great job, Sissel.
Yes! Yes!
The basement generator's been repaired, restoring power to all areas.
Whew!
We just made it.
But the question is, what now?
I don't have anywhere to go, do I? Maybe I'll go back to my cell.
You better be kidding!
But I'm still a condemned criminal, you know? I doubt anybody'd welcome me with open arms.
Why don't you try contacting Lynn? She went to see some justice minister guy.
So, an escaped death row convict is supposed to just report in to the justice minister. Is that it? I kinda like that. Anyway, after all the trouble you went through, I guess I'd better run.
That would be nice, yes.
Alright, Sissel, until we meet again.
So now I've saved a condemned criminal's life and helped him escape. Was that really the right thing to do? I guess all I can do is believe in Lynn at this point. Detective Jowd was painting my picture in his cell. He knows me. I'm sure I'll be talking to him again.
Well, I can't even... I'm so glad I never have to do that again. I'm glad you escaped, maybe? I don't know how much you have going for you right now, honestly. Okay, let's see how Bailey's holding out.
But Detective Jowd's "until we meet again" came around quicker than I expected. When I got back to the guard room, the next fateful call came in.
Hello, this is...
Sissel, are you there?
Hello? Who's this?
Oh, I'm not talking to you, officer. Anyway, if you're there, Sissel, come here immediately. I'll be waiting for you. If you make it in time, that is.
Hey, wait a minute. Well, I don't know where we're going, but we're going there.
That call! Who was it from?
I don't know. Some weird call.
Ah, but who? Will call an end to my dancing!
Yeah, well, once you get going like that, I'm not gonna stop you.
It's a contest then. Which will stop first? My dancing or the turning of the planet?
I think that's a losing proposition there, buddy. Yeah, good luck with that. It's so bizarre. I mean, most of the cast seems like sitcom characters, but they're in a gritty crime drama. Supernatural crime drama.
On the other end of the telephone line, the scene that greets me tells me one simple fact. That our great escape plan is ended in failure.
Never expected to see you here, Inspector Cabanella.
I believe that's my line, my old friend.
What were you doing here?
I believe that's my line too, clearly. I came to attend your execution. They told me what time it was. Couldn't get into the chamber, so I was observing a moment of silence here. And when I looked up, my eyes full of tears, there you were, baby.
It's just the way things turned out. I took part in what seemed like a fun game, and here I am.
Here's what I wish, my old friend. Wish it was anybody but me who found you here. Cause now that I've found you, man, I have to turn you in.
You have to stay spotlessly clean after all. Thanks for coming. I wanted to say goodbye to you. As you can see, I guess I'm not going to be much help to you.
What's going to happen to you?
Being executed tonight is just about the only thing on my schedule, it seems.
Executed, huh? Death is pretty much meaningless to me. Anyway, I guess we'll be seeing each other again. By the way, there's something I'm looking for.
Oh, that's right. Your lost memory.
You know things I'd like to know. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions?
In return for tonight's fun little game, is that it?
I saw it, you know. That picture you were painting in your cell tonight. That was me. Which means you must know me.
I'm very sorry, but I can't talk to you about that now.
Oh, come on! What? Why not?
Because I don't know your true face.
My true face?
I'm a detective. I can only talk about what I'm sure of. However, I can give you one lead at least.
A lead? What is it?
A long time ago, I gave Lynn something to hold on to for me. It was a music box. If you ever come across it, I advise you to open it. It might jog your memory.
That wooden box I found in Lynn's apartment.
And that's the only help I can give you right now.
That man pointing the gun at you right now. They say he's your good friend.
We were when we were in the detective division together. That was a long time ago. Now he's the head of the Special Investigation Unit, the top of the elite. Getting ahead is about the only thing he thinks of now. And that white coat of his is the symbol of his determination.
His white coat?
For somebody looking to get promoted to the top, what's the one thing they're afraid of the most? A blot on their record, of course. Like a stain on a pure white coat. Who would promote a man with a coat covered in stains?
If it was me, I'd go with a black coat that didn't show the stains.
The world is full of excellent candidates. Even one mistake could be the end of a career.
But everybody makes mistakes, right?
Nevertheless, Cabanela has chosen the path of the white coat. And he'd do anything at all, to hide his coat's shadows.
Like send his good friend to the gallows.
Because that's the right thing to do. I'm a condemned criminal, after all. And that's why he has that gun pointed at me right now.
Is your execution really the right thing to do?
I had a fair trial, and that's what was decided. No problem there.
But still,
this is the punishment that I should receive, in order to bring a final close to that case and put it to rest forever.
Lynn believes you're innocent. She's running around right now trying to prove it. Is that all you have to leave her with? No problem there?
I was sentenced to the death penalty for killing my wife, Ulma. But to me, that's not all it was for.
What do you mean, that's not all it was for?
I'm talking about something that happened even before this case. I stole somebody else's life.
What?
It was 10 years ago. I'll never forget it. That day I saved the life of a little girl. And I stole away the life of a man. 10 years ago, the life of a little girl. Could that little girl be Lynn? She told you about that? Yeah, she said you were her hero. Now just calm down and drop that weapon.
Stay back! If you come any closer, I'll shoot her!
"10 years ago, in a certain park, a little girl was taken hostage. I was still young then. I didn't have any self-control. I remember asking myself at the time, Jowd, are you going to shoot this guy? And this is what I answered. Yeah, I'm going to shoot. My hand was shaking a little. If my hand slipped, the man might die. Even the little hostage girl was in danger. Nevertheless, that was my answer. Yeah, I'm going to shoot. And the man died. I took his life. Lynn was never told the outcome. She was so young at the time. I don't deserve to be called a hero. What I deserve is execution.
You are such a morally upstanding man. You can't even stand the idea of having killed a guy who was about to shoot a little girl. Some people might call you a fool, but I admire that kind of principle.
Ready to go? My arms are getting tired.
You got it, baby. Time for the big show of hauling you in.
Oh, that's right. Just let me make one last phone call.
That's a big favor to ask so casually, my old friend. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pretend I'm not watching. I'll be listening, though. On that you can rely.
Sissel, you've got your own path to follow. You'd better hurry.
My own path?
Lynn is at the Justice Minister's office right now, right? It might not be a bad idea to say my final farewell to him, too.
Hello? Everything's fine here.
Is this the chicken kitchen? I'd like to request a delivery.
The chicken kitchen is next door. Goodbye.
It sounds like she's in some kind of trouble.
It does, doesn't it?
Go help her out, would you, Sissel? Sorry to keep you waiting, Inspector. Ready to go?
Oh, before I forget, I have a little something for you. A present, if you will. There's nothing else like it, baby.
If there's nothing else like it, don't throw it. What's this? A pocket watch? Considering my situation, it's the last thing in the world I need right now.
Forgive me, man. Let's just say I'm no good at choosing presents.
This is it, Sissel. Let me just leave you with one thing. Don't trust other people's memories. Look for what you seek with your own eyes.
I'll remember that.
They're gone. There's nothing left here. No hope, and no cores either.
Without any cores, I can't follow after them. This is the end of my adventure. I feel pretty dejected, but I guess I'd better go find Lynn. I'll follow the path Detective Jowd pointed out to me. The path to the Justice Minister's office, where Lynn went to try and stop the execution. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. This time, Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Yep, this is Lady Red's husband's place. I'm glad Lynn isn't dead, but what in the world is she doing? Then again, do I really want to know? Oh, the Justice Minister died. Eee! What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but...
Well, and how did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive?
He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but...
You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute. Did you say but?
I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her.
Inspector Cabanela arrested Detective Jowd? I can't believe it!
Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody's always dead. Either you or someone else.
Sorry about that.
So who is that lying on the floor there?
Yeah, I swear, you're like an episode of a detective series. Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here.
Shouldn't you have called for help in that case?
I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder? I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught.
Yeah? Oh boy. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious.
Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster just to see for yourself what really happened.
Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death.
Emma!
Oh, excuse me. What? All right. I'll do as you say. This is terrible. Why doesn't she answer? Ah! Oh, no. Oh! Huh? Oh! Medicine! Oh! Oh, jeez. He even has heart attacks melodramatically. Water. Such a foolish man. Wait a minute, you're Lynn, aren't you?
Oh, you woke up?
He's a contradiction.
Contradiction?
The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both.
Oh, I don't know. To me it looks like you could have had both of those things just now.
He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say a pathetic man. That's the more fitting word.
I don't think this guy gets it yet. That's the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name?
Just call me a seeker of the truth.
Sidestepped that one, didn't he?
Emma! Oh, excuse me. Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister. Who is this? How did you get this number? We have your daughter. Who is this? Emily's tutor? Would a tutor call you at this hour? No. I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter. What? My daughter! Is she all right? Tell me she's all right. Hear for yourself. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! What do you want? What are your demands? I believe we already made our demand known the other day. Oh, so it was you. And, have you complied? Has the execution been carried out? I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job. Yes, of course. They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping. We're very thorough. You do well to remember that. And of course it goes without saying we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that. Don't tell the police, is that it? Exactly. All you have to do is your job. All right. I'll do as you say.
I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. Well, I don't really know how we can possibly prevent his death unless we stay here, so... Good to know, though.
This is terrible.
A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack.
Such a useless man.
Huh?
A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that?
Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I'd better do something about that medicine. So this medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap.
What a shabby excuse for a man.
Huh?
He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing! A miserable, shabby excuse for a man.
I think you've already said quite enough.
Who's he calling? Oh, he's calling Lady Red. It's possible she's not answering because she's been kidnapped, but they probably would have said something if she has. Maybe they killed her. I wouldn't put it past them. Yeah, it didn't do much. Not that I expected it to. Wait, is he standing up? I think he is. We've got to get the pills to somehow return to him at the desk. That's the key. So...
Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak.
Such a disgraceful man.
Huh?
If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand?
But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now.
I guess that, you can learn a lot about yourself if you look at yourself in the third person, can't you? I figure there's some way to knock the pills back to him. Oh, darn. Okay, hold on. Oh, we can't get to that thing, so here's what we'll do. What would this possibly help us with? Well, let's try. No, that didn't help us with anything. Oh, I see. We'll have to make our own Rube Goldberg machine this time, won't we? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what I expect this to accomplish, but I gotta try. Okay, here we go. And now the sword will be long enough to knock the medicine back. It's not! Well... Try again. It'll be a very enlightening experience for the Justice Minister. Alright, to the water pitcher. Yup, it sure is a pitcher of water. right? Or what about this? We could, get the flag to flap, and... Oh, I see, so when he's trying to grab the water, we can flap the flag, and it'll... Is the cloth really heavy enough to knock the pitcher back towards him, though? I don't know. In any case, this is the only idea I have. Well, I mean, I tried the melon thing, but you saw how that worked out. So all we can do now is wait. Yup. Back when I was a kid, I hated waiting. But I've learned to be much more patient over the years. I could whine with the best of them back when I was when I was young. Come on, reach for the water! There we go, we did it! We gave him water at least. And? And?
There. That should help. At least now he's had some water.
But should it? I mean, it's just water, it's not his heart medicine.
He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately.
Such a wishy-washy man.
Huh?
He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life.
Okay. At least now I bought some time to get his medicine to him.
But how? How can we get over there is our big question now. I really am kind of stumped.
The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path for just a second while the minister was drinking the water.
Oh. Oh, it's true. I could have gotten up to the fan if I'd went to the pitcher. Okay. So this is why you can go back to before fate changes, because at least for this once it actually makes a difference. I really don't know. I've never had a heart attack myself. My grandpa had a heart attack a few times. He didn't remember, though. He was surprised later when the doctor mentioned he had a heart attack. He's like, "Wait, what? I had a heart attack?" He probably said exactly that way, in those exact same words. I'm sure. You know, Sissel, you're the kind of guy who wears sunglasses at night, aren't you? Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it's kind of an odd thing to do is all. It makes you just seem sort of suspicious.
Okay, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. If the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead.
So to speak. Okay, now we have time to go and see what's over here. Alright, it's much the same kind of suit of armor that's on the other side. Why does it keep these suits of armors around here anyway? Well, maybe knocking down this sword will help us somehow? It is a longer sword, if only we could lift it up and put it in the knight's hand. Yeah, I didn't expect much to come of that. Okay, what if we close this now? So we can have a globe on one side and a melon on the other. But why? Who is served by doing this? I don't know. The Justice Minister, I guess.
It's a pretty light frame for its size. There sure are a lot of things that can fall down in this room.
He's a fallen man.
Huh?
He deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head.
I don't know about fallen man, but you talk about him like he's your fall guy. I guess the key here is what order the objects are dropped in.
Yeah, I guess. No, let's not drop the melon yet. Let's see if we can make something happen by knocking over the vase. So we're gonna knock over the melon, but
that was really loud. That urn is a lot heavier than it looks. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. I wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. But I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry.
That's what you're thinking about right now? Really? Well, what could we do with the urn? I mean, we can't go onto the urn. We can swing the sword, but it's not quite long enough. And even with the melon, it's not going to be quite long enough.
This thing's pretty heavy. It's got a good swing to it. It's sharp enough to cut the medicine bottle in two, though. And it's not long enough, is it?
Such a reckless man.
Huh?
Only cowards like to keep weapons around. What a truly dangerous thing to have around.
In any case, I bet I could use this sword somehow.
Well, it's not a dangerous thing to have around. It's going to save your life. Ironically enough, for a killing tool. Okay, so that didn't work out so well what I just tried there. So let's try that again, shall we? Well, I've always wondered what we could do in a ceiling fan, and now I know. We can spin harder. Wasn't that the name of a movie? Spin Harder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. There's something oddly slapstick about the way we're trying to get the medicine back to him. He's gonna come over here later, and he's going to ask, so, you know, what's, like, he'll be left stumped thinking, so, how did this stuff end up here? What made the melon, my expensive melon, fall onto the sword? Now there we go. Now, we both know it's not going to be this simple, but let's try. Yeah.
That was so close. If the swing just had a little more reach to it. I think I'd better look for something else.
Like the urn? Could we get that urn onto this thing somehow? Come to think of it, the globe is bigger, isn't it? But how would we get... And there's an urn on both sides, actually. So... I'm not sure why we would want to make this fall, but let's just have it ready to fall for when we need it to. Maybe I should have had it ready to fall from this side, though. Time is of the essence, now more than usual. And it's usually pretty of the essence. So now what'll happen if we spin it? Anything? Can we knock over the other urn? And just, you know, dump somebody's ashes out?
This urn is pretty light. Once an urn is dropped, there's no getting it back. Guess I'd better think carefully about what I drop and when.
I'm thinking that maybe we could make a sort of platform out of the, Yeah, we can. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna drop this and it'll be like a ramp. Okay? And then we're gonna roll this thing down it. Oh. Oh. Alright. Watch me do this with all the skill of a symphony. Like, all the skills that all of the people in the symphony would have are the skills I'll have in executing this. Oh, you doubt me now, do you? But you'll see. You'll see that I am a symphont, that I'm Bach. I'm sorry. I'm not Bach. Bach is Bach, baby. That has nothing to do with this situation. But if it were like a movie about Bach being resurrected, that'd be a pretty good title, because Bach is totally Bach. Or he would be totally Bach. You know, for the movie, that is. It's odd that this globe is so poorly designed that we can knock it out just by spinning it, though, isn't it? I mean, really, that's just a terribly built globe. There are a lot of badly built things, actually, in this guy's office. Maybe a justice minister, for all his pretensions of being smart and fancy and what have you, isn't really so smart. Maybe he's a bit of a poser. So now the question is, do we drop down the urn first, or the globe? I expect that the urn is heavier than the globe, but yeah, let's try dropping down the globe first and just see what happens. I'm surprised it's not rolling, though. I mean, look at it. It's round. You'd think it would roll off of this. I suppose it's caught on some mountain range or something that just barely gives it enough friction not to roll down the seesaw and away from the medicine. There we go. Hey, Justice Minister, I'm gonna save your life. It's gonna be a very strange miracle that saved your life. Like that bullet time. Good touch. You're just pouring it all in? That was so many pills! That'll probably kill you too!
There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe he even took too much medicine.
Such a greedy man.
Huh?
He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that?
Cut the guy some slack. There, see?
No, he's a singer too?
Phew, that was a lot of work.
Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson.
Huh?
He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything.
I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present.
In his way, the Justice Minister is a pretty wise person, isn't he?
And so the Justice Minister is now back to life. But the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently, our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows.
Look, detective. He was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence! All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anybody coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight.
What?
So please, just give me a little more time.
I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But... When he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight.
No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So, why did you sign the order all of a sudden?
Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it.
Well, how are we gonna get over there?
Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal.
Good idea. Oh yeah, we can't do anything with this. But maybe with this. It's funny she's not even wondering why the, Justice Minister's office has all this bizarre disarray by the window. Sissel! There you are!
It sounds like the minister's being very stubborn.
That's right! He is! Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all!
The minister asked if the execution carried out tonight.
Wait, hold on. Lynn, you remember? We only spoke to you about this in an alternate timeline and you didn't go back with us. She should have no idea that we just saved the Justice Minister. Although, I can understand why she might assume that's going on if Sissel were here. He has a way of showing up where dead people are, like the protagonist of a mystery TV series. Although I already said that, didn't I?
And he has a very good reason for it.
A good reason?
I told Lynn what I'd learned about the kidnapping.
Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter?
Apparently.
Oh my goodness. But still. That's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution.
Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then?
The poor man. I hate to do that to him.
Oh, by the way. Do you think you could carry me?
Oh right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? Justice Minister probably thinks he's just over here talking to herself. This sword and globe combo is heavy.
And I'm here too, don't forget.
I guess that means a single soul is heavier than the whole world. Maybe I'll use this thing to persuade the minister to change his mind.
Good luck with that.
But what do I do? I mean, I'm still stuck.
What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it?
Oh, this? Pay no attention to this.
It's kinda hard not to pay attention to it. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me. So I'm a dream, eh?
Mr. Minister? We know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again.
Oh!
Your medicine! Medicine!
Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Emily.
But wait, he was caught again immediately. But what if the execution isn't the right thing to do?
Ah! Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again.
What can I do then?
We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. Oh, I'm not a dream.
Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy.
I think you're right. Stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head.
I think we're gonna go try and fight the kidnappers. I better keep Lynn abreast of what's going on, though. Don't you think there's something fishy about this kidnapping thing?
Fishy?
I mean, the demands to carry out an execution that was already set to be carried out. It's just like the minister said. There's no need for such a kidnapping.
You may be right. Are you talking to somebody again? No, there's no such thing. No such thing. I'm a realist. I'll never believe in them. Not in the existence of ghosts, not in this escape from prison, and not in this kidnapping. This realist is running away from several very real facts.
At high speed, too.
Anyway, let me try and find out more about this kidnapping. After all, I know where the kidnappers are.
Oh, that's right! You have their telephone number.
I think I'll go see what these kidnappers look like.
They're Beauty and the Beast, right? I know they are. It's a rhetorical question. As Bailey might take the time to explain. Oh, Beauty. You might be beautiful on the outside, but you're not beautiful where it counts.
I really should pay the kidnappers' hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer.
I feel like once we find out the truth about Jad, we'll find out the truth about you too, Sissel. You two obviously have a very intimate connection. I mean, he was painting you on death row as his last act. Clearly, you mean something to him. The tension was so thick, it was painful. Just when I couldn't stand it any longer. That's when it happened. The sky suddenly burned bluish white.